Genesis chapter 45. Then Joseph could not control himself before all those who attended him, and he cried out, "Have everyone go out from me." So there was no one standing with him when Joseph made himself known to his brothers. And he wept so loudly that the Egyptians heard it, and the household of Pharaoh heard it. And Joseph said to his brothers, "I am Joseph. Is my father still alive?" But his brothers could not answer him, so troubled were they at his presence. And Joseph said to his brothers, "Please come closer to me." And they came closer. And he said, "I am your brother Joseph, whom you sold into Egypt. And now do not be grieved or angry with yourselves because you sold me here, for God sent me before you to preserve life. For the famine has been in the midst of the land these 2 years, and there are still 5 years in which there will be neither plowing nor harvest. And God sent me before you to preserve for you a remnant in the earth and to keep you alive by a great deliverance. So now it was not you who sent me here, but God, and he has made me a father to Pharaoh and lord of all his house and ruler over all the land of Egypt. Hurry and go up to my father, and say to him, 'Thus says your son Joseph, God has made me lord of all Egypt. Come down to me, do not delay. And you shall dwell in the land of Goshen and be near to me, you and your children and your children's children and your flocks and your herds and all that you have. And there I will sustain you, for there are still 5 years of famine to come, so that you and your household and all that you have do not become impoverished. And now your eyes see, and the eyes of my brother Benjamin see, that it is my own mouth that speaks to you. And you must tell my father of all my glory in Egypt and of all that you have seen, and you must hurry and bring my father down here." And he fell upon his brother Benjamin's neck and wept, and Benjamin wept upon his neck. And he kissed all his brothers and wept upon them, and after that his brothers talked with him. And when the report was heard in Pharaoh's house, saying, "Joseph's brothers have come," it was pleasing to Pharaoh and to his servants. And Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Say to your brothers, do this, load your beasts, and depart, go to the land of Canaan. And take your father and your households, and come to me. And I will give you the best of the land of Egypt, and you will eat the fat of the land. And you are commanded, do this, take wagons out of the land of Egypt for your little ones and for your wives, and bring your father, and come. And do not be concerned for your possessions, for the best of all the land of Egypt is yours." And the sons of Israel did so, and Joseph gave them wagons according to the command of Pharaoh and gave them provisions for the way. To each of them he gave changes of garments, but to Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver and 5 changes of garments. And he sent to his father the following: 10 donkeys loaded with the best of Egypt, and 10 female donkeys loaded with grain, and bread and provision for his father on the way. So he sent his brothers away, and as they departed, he said to them, "Do not quarrel on the way." So they went up out of Egypt and came to the land of Canaan to Jacob their father. And they told him, saying, "Joseph is still alive, and he is ruler over all the land of Egypt." And his heart grew numb, for he did not believe them. And they told him all the words of Joseph, which he had said to them, and when he saw the wagons which Joseph had sent to carry him, the spirit of Jacob their father revived. And Israel said, "It is enough. Joseph my son is still alive. I will go and see him before I die."